अपादमौलिपर्यन्तां गुरूणाम् आकृतिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नप्रणश्यन्ति सिद्धन्ति च मनोरथः लक्ष्मीं तनोतु नितरामितरानपेक्षम् अङ्घ्रिद्वयं निगमशाखिशिखाप्रवालम् हैरम्बम् अम्बुर्भडम्बरचौर्यनिग्रहं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधुरन्धरन् सर्वेषां स्वागतं. Welcome to the Vyakhya session. We are doing the third adhyaya, that is, we're doing the essence of all the Shastras. So we're doing the 64th shloka. क्षीयते तु यदा धर्मः प्राप्ते घोरे कलौ युगे तदा न कीर्तयेत् कश्चित् मुक्तिदं देवमच्युतम्. This Kaschin Muktidam gets split. The pada, it gets split third and fourth. Kaschin is due to makara ma, so it changes to the last varna due to a sandhi karya. So it is kaschit. So tadana kirtayet kaschit is one pada, because we are splitting it into two padas. That sandhi vicheda has to happen. And muktidan deva machyutam. क्षीयते तु यदा धर्मः प्राप्ते घोरे कलौ युगे तदा न कीर्तयेत् कश्चित् मुक्तिदं देवमच्युतम्. So as the Kali Yuga progresses, dharma reduces. That is the nature of Kali Yuga. It's already started where we are all confused about what the dharma actually means. There is so much debates happening, trying to understand what dharma is. Primarily today it is not seen as what it truly meant. Today there is the translations go by as righteousness, or the most popular one being the religion. But that is not what dharma is. Dharma has its own paribhasha, and to understand what that dharma is, we have to read a lot of dharma shastras and the scriptures, basic understanding of the scriptures. So that is required. So reading Bhagavad Gita, Dharma Shastras, so understanding what dharma is and why it was, why we had the two vargas of dharmic and adharmic, why they were so important to understand social action. That is, however, missing. So already we are seeing why Kali Yuga is Ghora, because it is missing. The understanding of what dharma is missing. Tadana kirtayet kaschit muktidan devam achyutam. So at that point of time, that is, as the Kali Yuga progresses, dharma reduces. This is a known thing. At that point of time, none will chant the name of Achyuta. When does dharma completely end in Kali Yuga? It keeps on reducing. When does it end? Is when nobody remembers to chant the name of Achyutam. When we don't do Harinama Smarane, when we don't chant his name, when we don't acknowledge that there is a creator, the one who is indestructible, saying that this is basically where the ego has manifested to an extent where we don't see that there is someone beyond us. So understanding that there is somebody beyond us, there is somebody who is responsible for this creation, and that entity is going to withdraw us all back. That if we don't acknowledge, that is where we have understood that we have that point of time in future is to be understood as probably the peak of Kali Yuga. That is what they're trying to say over here. अवशेनापि यन्नाम्नि कीर्तिते सर्वपातकैः पुमान् विमुच्यते सद्यः सिंहत्रस्तमृगैरिव. अवशेनापि यन्नाम्नि कीर्तिते सर्वपातकैः पुमान् विमुच्यते सद्यः Simhastrastamrgairiva. So as a simha roars, all the mrugas, they run away. So simhastatra mrgairiva. So Simha Simhatraha, I think Mrugairiva. No, Simhatrasta Mrugairiva. Mrugaihi Iva. So as they run, as hearing a Simha Garjana, they understand that there is a lion nearby and they start running. When we take his name, that is, when we take the name of Keshava, knowingly or unknowingly, that is, what happens? All our sins run away. Sarvapatakaihi. It starts to run away from us. It starts to, uh, the actions of that, it starts to dilute, or the intensity of those patakas, those sins, they start liquidating, or they start diluting like that. So vimuchyate, puman vimuchyate, we get freed from it. A human will get freed from his sins, like how when the lion roars, the animals run away. In the same way, the sins leave or liberate the humans when we take his name. That is the meaning of that. Then from this point onwards, there is a particular mention of Brahma. So it is his opinions. Again, this is going to be the essence of all the Shastras. So what is Brahma trying to say over here? Brahmovacha. नारायणेति मन्त्रोऽस्ति वागस्ति वशवर्तिनीं तथापि नरके घोरे मज्जन्तीत्येतदद्भुतम् नारायणेति मन्त्रोऽस्ति वागस्ति वशवर्तिनीं तथापि नरके घोरे मज्जन्तीत्येतदद्भुतम् मज्जन्ति इति एतद् अद्भुतम् तथा अपि नरके घोरे नारायण इति मन्त्रः अस्ति. So Narayana iti mantraha asti. There is one Narayana, one mantra called as Narayana. That is the name of Narayana, itself is a mantra. We will try to understand what mantras and the different kinds of sounds are in the Bhashya session. So here what we need to understand is Narayana iti mantraha asti. There is one mantra. Brahma is saying this, that there is one mantra called as Narayana. So that Vagasti Vashavartini, which has the power to control, or which has the power to bring everyone under its control. Vashavartini, Vasha, it can control, or it can bring one under that control. So the tongue, what happens when it starts chanting this mantra called as Narayana, it is able to pull everyone's focus, or it is able to get everybody's attention. Tatha api narake ghore, tatha api narake ghore, majjanti iti etad adbhutam. So this is Brahma is expressing his uh, he's expressing his in a surprise, or more rather shocked way. He's expressing interjection, as they say. He's saying that there is one mantra called as Narayana, which when you chant, it can it can hold everything in its control. All you need to do is just chant it. That's all. But people don't even do that. This is when the previous adhyaya, when we have seen, but that who is a mudha. A mudha is a person who, despite knowing that Narayana Nama Japa can alleviate from him from all the sins, knowing that also he doesn't do it. He is the Ajnani, he is the mudha. So here also what they are saying is, Brahma is interjecting. He's saying that everybody knows that there is one single mantra called as Narayana. Narayana Nama itself is a mantra that can hold, that can bring everything under its control. Despite that, people are skeptical about it and they don't do it, and they end up coming to hell. And this is Narake Ghore. Tathapi Narake Ghore. Still they end up in hell. This is astonishing for me. Adbhutam. This is one adbhuta. Knowing that you have the remedy, if you don't take the medicine, it is still and end up in it is still an adbhuta only. How rational are you? So this is one opinion that he has given. So, and then what does he say? This every next shloka is very well known because it comes in Vishnu Sahasranama. आर्ता विषण्णा शिथिलाश्च भीताः घोरेषु च व्याधिषु वर्तमानाः संकीर्त्य नारायण शब्दमात्रं विमुक्तदुःखाः सुखिनो भवन्तु. There it is bhavantu, here it is bhavanti. आर्ता विषण्णा शिथिलाश्च भीताः घोरेषु च व्याधिषु वर्तमानाः संकीर्त्य नारायण शब्दमात्रं vimukta dukkha sukhino bhavanti. So here Brahma has started his opinion, and he says Narayana itself is one name that you need to know, that can alleviate you from everything, that can bring everything into the control. Yet people do not chant it and end up in hell, which is it is out of my understanding. It is astonishing to me. That itself is something. So arta vishannaha, arta, those who are suffering, arta vishannaha shithilascha, those who are troubled with many miseries, bhitaha, those who are scared, shithilascha bhitaha, shithilaha cha bhitaha, ghoreshu cha vyadhishu, some vyadhis is that suffering from some kind of disease, or here they have given physically incapable. So vyadhi, adicha vyadhi, there the yoga and all comes over here. So anyway, ghoreshu cha vyadhishu vartamana, those who are suffering through that. So who are suffering through what? Vishannaha shithilascha, shithilaha cha भीताः घोरेषु च घोरेषु भीताः च व्याधिषु वर्तमानाः, those who are currently suffering from all these kind of things. Sankirtya Narayana Shabdamatram, that previously he said Narayana is one mantra, no? He's saying Sankirtya Narayana Shabdamatram. Only the Sankirtana of Narayana Shabda itself can alleviate vimukta dukkhaha, sukhino bhavanti. When you do it, you become sukhino bhavanti. There bhavantu, because there what Brahma Vacha is saying, it is being delivered through Bhishma Pitamaha to Yudhishthira. So he is giving a direct this thing. Here it is only a mention, so it is in a third person rather than direct conversation. So it is bhavanti. That's all. So all these people will instantly lose all their troubles. That means they will be vimukta, mukta from the dukkhas and obtain peace. Sukhino bhavanti, by remembering his name alone. That is the importance of it. So these are the four shlokas. Next is Rishi Kaushika's Mata that we will see in the next session. So, Shiyate tu yada dharmaha prapte ghore kalau yuge tada nakirtayet kaschit muktidandevam achyutam avashenapi yannamni kirtite sarvapatakai puman vimuchyate sadyah सिंहस्त्रस्त मृगैरिव नारायणेति मन्त्रोऽस्ति वागस्ति वशवर्तिनी तथापि नरके घोरे मज्जन्तीत्येतदद्भुतम् आर्ता विषण्णा शिथिलाश्च भीताः घोरेषु च व्याधिषु वर्तमानाः संकीर्त्य नारायण शब्दमात्रं विमुक्तदुःखाः सुखिनो भवन्ति. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषा. ओ ब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि।